Tawari. We're here today to present a design we've been working on for the past couple months, and that is the United States Coast Guard Vanguard, which is an emergency response vessel for the Gulf of Mexico.
So once we had our initial size, dimensions, and hull form developed, we were able to start putting together some specific arrangements aboard the ship. Here we have our inboard profile, which is basically a cutaway section from the center line of the ship, which shows the location of all the important spaces aboard our ship. Some things to note: we have the navigation bridge and command space that take up the top two levels of the deck house, with the remainder of the deck house being designated for accommodations. We have operating rooms, triage center, and patient holding located near midships, which will serve as our hospital space. We also have a working garage and a work deck at the aft end of the ship to help facilitate mission operations. We noted a few key features on our ship in order to maximize our functionality, one of which we felt was our navigation bridge and command space. One feature of our navigation bridge we wanted to maintain was 360 degrees of visibility. For that reason, the exterior walls of the navigation bridge all the way around are laminated polycarbonate, which is a high-strength, lightweight glass type material. This is the layout of the navigation bridge. We also have a view from the navigation bridge looking forward, and a view from the navigation bridge looking aft. Now, if we take a look at the cutaway section of our navigation bridge, you'll notice that the aft end of it is an area open to 2 levels. This will serve as our mission control space. As Eric mentioned earlier, this will serve similar purpose to NASA's control center in Houston. This is the layout of that deck. The aft end is the mission control center. We also have a conference room, we have an IT support room, a helicopter control room, a break room if things get a little too hectic. We also have an executive officer stateroom and the captain's stateroom in order to allow them quick access to important mission control spaces. Another key feature we wanted to have is a large area at the aft end of the ship in order to help carry out mission operations. We have an aft work deck that has an area of about 360 square meters, and just forward of that we have a working garage. Now, this is a cutaway view from inside the garage. It's located directly above a 890 cubic meter cargo hold, which is where we will be storing our oil booms, ROV, and any other mission-specific vehicles or things we need to store. It's accessible through retractable doors. There's also an XY crane halfway up that will aid in extracting anything from the cargo hold, and also aid in deploying oil boom. There's an aft control room at the top of that, and also oversees all the operations that occur in the working garage and the aft work deck. We also have helicopter support capabilities aboard the Vanguard. The helicopter pad is on the front of the ship in order to allow for more space at the aft work deck. We also have the capability to refuel a helicopter at sea. One last feature we wanted to have aboard our ship is hospital facilities. This is in order to treat any injured patients that may have been injured in any disaster that we are responding to. This is a view of one of the decks of the hospital space. You'll see that the operating rooms are located along centerline and as close to midships as possible. This is to help reduce the motions and accelerations seen by both the patients being operated on and for the sake of the surgeons performing these operations. We also have a triage center and berths for 20 patient holding. I will now pass you off to Eric Cabina, who will discuss our habitat. Designing the U.S. Coast Guard Vanguard, one of the most important things we wanted to showcase was its operational flexibility. It does not perform just a single task. It performs many tasks and it performs them all well. We feel that this fills roles that aren't currently supported by the Coast Guard, and given the current landscape of the oil industry and the United States, we feel that this is a very vital role. We hope that our ship design will reduce the impact of oil field disasters through rapid response and relief effort coordination. We also believe that our ship has the capabilities to substantially reduce environmental and economic costs, as well as have the opportunity to save human lives. It costs $1.3 billion over the course of 30 years, which pales in comparison to the in excess of $20 billion of the Deepwater Horizon costs. We feel that our design is very, very feasible and could have a very, very important impact on the oil industry. We'd like to thank you for coming out, and we'd be happy to field any questions at this time.
The perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streamed.
Oh, they're just walking. Yeah, just walking a little late. It's okay. There's Bob.
congratulations to the class of 2011. It is truly an honor to be here today. Michigan is a special place to me. And when you think about making a commencement address, you have two choices. You can talk about major issues, or you can talk about your life and personal issues. Today, I'm going to talk about my personal experience at the University of Michigan and deal with a question I'd like to share with you. Is what is the University of Michigan the world's leader at, and what it means to all of us and about all of us.